If you want to check out different content from myself, I've just set up a second channel where I'm going to post fitness and things. The link for that will be in the description. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another episode of the Norwich City career mode. Tell you what, we are flying right now. We're doing really well, and we've got I wouldn't say a nice set of matches here. There are some difficult fixtures, one cup game, but Sheffield United, obviously in real life, they are flying high, or they were rather last season. They did much better than anybody really expected. In FIFA, it's not, the same. They do struggle an awful lot. We were lucky though. We were pressurising an awful lot. We had an unbelievable amount of possession. You would have seen it just flash up. But we were lucky with the goal. Ferreira just managed to get enough on it, tips it past the goalkeeper. And as you can imagine, they're not very happy about it. The goalkeeper went all home alone then on the bench. But they did come back, and I think they've signed that guy from QPR. Really nice player, very quick, and he very nearly gets himself a goal. He should maybe have tried to square it back across, but it is what it is. I think the AI in FIFA 21 going to be a lot better. Had a little rummage around on the beta recently, and the AI seem to be a lot more challenging than what they are now, and they offer a little bit more in terms of variety. So, for example, I kind of know what to expect with the AI in career mode in FIFA 20. I kind of know, that the lesser teams won't do certain things, and then the teams like Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, and so on, they'll offer a little bit more intensity. They'll try and attack with a bit more pace. They seem to be a little bit different in FIFA 21 from what I can tell so far. Obviously, just the Ultimate Team beta for me. So I had a little go on the old squad battles, and the AI do seem to be a lot more clued up. So it will prove to be an interesting career mode next season, I think, especially with the jump in, jump out system. So we saw off Sheffield United, and then probably one of the most... It wasn't boring, this game, but it was without incident, I guess. There wasn't an awful lot of anything worth talking about. It was, like I said, it wasn't boring because I did enjoy myself in this game. It was a challenge. We managed to score with Jonathan David, who got a ball back from Ferreira, who just tore the defence to pieces. It was a good move, really. We went from right to left in half an hour and just took them apart. They didn't really offer an awful lot going forward. We had one or two opportunities that I feel like we maybe should have done better with. And again, it's down to just poor finishing, really, than it is anything else. But we could have maybe got 2 or 3 in this game, which is, again, a bit unfortunate that we didn't manage to do it, just to sort of stamp authority, really, because we are now that team that everybody's looking to beat. And I'll show you what I mean when we go into the last game. We played Bristol City last game, and there's a little thing that flashes up at the beginning that kind of tells the story of how our season's been going so far. That was quite literally the closest Arsenal came the entire game, and that wasn't even that close, let's be honest. We managed to see them off 1-0. We're doing that a lot, 1-0 victories. It's okay with me. I don't mind winning 1-0. I know it's not that entertaining. There are a lot more goals in this episode, so don't worry, you will see goals galore. This is a cup game, of course, and Tottenham are resting a couple of players here or there. They're bringing in Foyth. I think they've signed Ramagnoli, which is interesting. They've got a replacement left wing as well. We are playing Bella Kotchap at centre-back, and I haven't really rotated much of anything else. Ferreira's getting a break. Greenwood's come on. In the next game, Baronatea will come back from injury as well. He's almost there. To be fair, I probably could have played him in this game. He might even be on the bench. I can't remember. Maybe you would have seen that at the beginning. This is a goal, actually, believe it or not. So Jonathan David does really well. And somehow the goalkeeper has had an absolute mare, and Greenwood's managed to get his Swede on it, and he's directed it goalwards. But Jonathan David has come into this team, and he's been absolutely fantastic. He scores goals left, right, and centre. He's in and around everything. He's just involved in every array of attack we have. Jonathan David is there at some point doing something, whether he starts it with a pass, finish it with a goal, or he gets a key pass in the middle of it. He's just involved constantly. Him and Barco are superstars in this team, and it's just trying to pick up that superstar striker to go alongside. So Bella Kotchap gives away a free kick here. Kane runs over it, Sissoko rolls it, and Dele Alli least said about that, the better. I mean, to be fair, when he hit it, I thought maybe. But then obviously when it went wide, it was like, well, that actually wasn't very good at all, was it? Aarons plays a good ball up to Kubo, and I love doing this with Kubo. Even right at the end of the game, Kubo's come on as a sub, and he just skins everybody he runs towards. He's so fast, he drags it back, and it's a great interception from Foyth. And that was basically the last action of the game. I'm not sure we've lost to Spurs yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did we beat them and then we drew against them last season? I can't. Should maybe keep a spreadsheet so I can remember. And then we went into the game against Bristol City, and this little drop down here. We've conceded 3 goals in the Premier League. We have the best defence in the league. Bristol City have only scored twice. It was quite literally a mountain to climb for Bristol City. Let's be honest, they stood almost no chance. I had absolutely no fear going into this game at all. So let the orgy commence, essentially, because the floodgates, my friends, they do well and truly open. We drag it back there, and again it's Jonathan David into Ferreira, who doesn't thank him. He just runs off to the corner flag to celebrate like a 4-year-old. But hey, I'm controlling it, so kind of makes sense. I'd like to move toward, run toward my teammate and celebrate with him, but I know what would have happened. I would have run toward Jonathan David, and he would have just kept running. But it is what it is. So they mounted a more of a challenge, actually, than Arsenal did, which is a bit weird. But it didn't really come to anything. And on the break, they were absolutely woeful. They were just... Everyone was moving out of position. They were lucky that Jonathan David just went a little bit too quickly, and that the offside trap caught them. Or caught him, rather. But they weren't lucky a second time. Jonathan David goes through again. And again, the defenders are all over the place. He's too quick. He's in on goal. And that, my friends, is a glorious finish. And he does it constantly. Every time he's in on goal, he will open up his body and he just puts it into the far corner. And I loved it. And it's not the only time he does that in this game. So keep your eyes peeled, although I'm pretty sure I will point it out to you. Ferreira, the little drag back, lays it off. And again, who's there? Jonathan David, this time with the left foot. And that is another fantastic finish. I am such a huge fan of this guy. 22 and a bit million, I think it was just under 23, was peanuts to pay for the quality that we have received here. Kubo gets in on the action and he makes it 4, and that is our biggest victory of the season. It could very well have been 5. Cyprian plays it to Ferreira, who sees the return from injury, Baranatea coming in on the left, plays it back to Greenwood, and what a save from the goalkeeper, the only player who hasn't given up. And well, too little, too late, really. They lost 4-0, and we march on. I am unbelievably pleased with the way that this season is going. We are in 4th. We're not cemented. However, we are giving a good account of ourselves. As I mentioned at the beginning, as you can see there, we have the best defence in the league. Manchester United with 5 goals conceded, Spurs with 6. We have only conceded 3. We've only scored 19, so we're not scoring as many as other teams. And of course, 3 of those have come against West Brom. 4 have come against Bristol City. We need to up our goal scoring game a little bit. But apart from that, we're doing all right. Next episode, we may have a live game, not sure, but we will probably be fast approaching the January window again, believe it or not, because we're in November. We face Leeds next, another newcomer to the Premier League, but also we're doing maybe 4 or 5 games an episode right now, so we might even be in the transfer window in the next episode. We'll have to wait and see. If not, we'll be very, very close. If you have a question and you want it answered in the next episode, feel free to ask it in the comments. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.